got snow. I think everybody got a little bit of snow. All this snow dropped here in one day. Hard to believe, eh? We're going in the shop today. We're going to make a set of seats. We just want to show you what the outdoors look like. So, you know, half the day by a lot of people will be spent doing what you see across the field. That's what a lot of people will be doing all day. I want to thank Evan Gladys for coming and helping pushing me out. Thanks very much, Evan. Good job. You didn't hit nothing. Lord knows when you come here, you can hit almost anything. Well, here we go. Yeah, so what I'm going to do today is, well, actually, we'll do a little preview of what we done yesterday, and then we'll get right into doing today what we're going to do. Yesterday, we had some metal, and we put it through the bead roller. Jolene helped me. She made a cameo. That was so great. She was there. But anyways, this is what we've done. We have stuck all the panels in the car. We made the shifter bracket. We put the shifter in there so you can see that. The shifter's down inside the hole. We just went every half inch with the tacks like we do everywhere else. All that will be ground with a flapper wheel and then seam sealed. So right now what I'm going to do is, so yesterday we did the panels and then we put them on last night. I got the brackets for the dash. I put them on. And if you're looking up in there around that window and you think it's rusty, it is. Haven't taken the window out yet to clean that, and I will clean that once the window comes out. We'll take that rust out that just unscrews there. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the dash in, I'm going to put the seat in, and I'm going to put the shifter in, and I might even put your favorite person in, Jolene, to see what's going on. Because she was not here last night. She was down doing the video when I put the top on because she didn't have time. She had to do what she had to do. And just like we always do, we do that. We do what we have to do. I'm going to put the dash in. Probably should have put the seat in first, make it easier. So we have the pieces underneath the dash. What did I do wrong there? Did I do something wrong? I have a wider one of these, hold it up a little bit better. I think I'm not sure. Guess it doesn't matter. Just for visual. Just for visual. That's the dash. Sitting in there, you can see the distance in between the dash and the console itself. The shifter. I had to make the hole that big, and what happens is when the shifter goes down in, then we will make a piece that goes over top of the hole. We'll cut the slit in it for the shifter, and then we'll see it under the mechanism. But we have to be able to get the shifter in and out. One thing I did not do, I made the bracket for the shifter and put it down there and welded it. I should have put some bolts in there and then welded the nuts on the bottom so I could take it off at any time. And I will do that later because that's what I want to do because it's down inside. If I was going to take the shifter, I'd have to have one person in. Don't want that. I should have just gone a little quick, that's all. But when I get underneath this thing, the body comes off. There's going to be some welding to do, and there'll be some nuts to fabricate or tack on the bottom of that bracket. So as I shove this down in here, that fits down in there nice. Holes all line up. That was made out of 1/8 plate welded with that square tubing, so that's not going nowhere. Even if you want to ram on it, it would not go anywhere. I'm going to put the seat in now. So we'll make a panel that sits down over that shifter. I'm sorry, honey, but I'm going to take your camera from you. I want you to get in the car, please. Just to see if it fits. All right, Jolene's going to get in this bad boy, and we're just going to see if she likes the fitment, you know. This is her car and her excitement, you know. Like that? Mm-hmm. So you're all right with that? Cool. Legs are stretched out a bit more, seats back further, eh? You could use the brake right there, I think. Could you not? Could that brake stay pedal? What we were looking for is heel toe. You know what I mean? Heel toe. So you get your heel on the bottom, then you're able to swing your foot over to touch your brake. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly beautiful. And your shifter's nicely where it's at. You're happy with that. The armrest is fine.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be able to put your arm in there. You'll share it with me, won't you?
Yeah.
She'll share it with me. So on that square piece, you want to shut the door. We'll just get a visual, see how far back you're inside the car. Muscly little thing, isn't she? Okay, we don't want to cut the cord off. I'll take the door.
Do you want me to take the...
I'll take the door, just unplug the light. Just unplug it and Jolene is becoming quite the producer, and she likes her lighting. Okay, well, I'm gonna get you to hop out then, and we'll fix it. You want to grab it and pull it out?
Yep.
We'll wait a second. Shove it back in there best you can, baby, where you like it. Get back in, we'll shut the door. I just want to show everybody that it's going to fit and it looks right, you know? And it looks right, that's all. That's all we're trying to do for ourselves. Just make sure that everything is the way it should be. I think she looks like a queen in there. And the arm looks good. The console looks good. Happy for you. Anyways, we're gonna start a seat. Let's open the door here. We'll get a seat on the way, and then we'll go from there. Got your camera. Now, we like this seat, or I like this seat. Jolene likes the seat, but I still want to make a seat because I want to. I like this seat. I just don't know. This is a 30s car. I don't know if that seat would have been made in the 30s. I'm not sure that style. The material that she's going to use, I don't think it's good material for putting ribs in either. It's kind of either a flat material with no ribs in it, the stuff she's going to use or things she has in mind. So anyways, I have decided that those seats are there, and this is what my brain is thinking. If we use those seats, I'm still going to modify them a little bit. They still have to be covered. The body of it still has to be sandblasted, painted. They have to be covered. The headrest has to come off. And it still has to have a mount for it. As I'm thinking about making seats, I can make the seat that I exactly want. And I don't have to sandblast it. I don't have to modify it. So there's pros and cons to which way I'm going. That seat, yeah, it's a good seat and all that sort of stuff, but I'm thinking I want to make a seat because I can. As I put the seat in here, we made a pattern before of this. Somebody on the internet said, make the shape of the bottom of the seat the shape of the door. I'm going to take it. I like it. I'm going to take it. As I stuck this in here, I can see that that's humped up there. And why wouldn't I not make the shape of the seat the style of the door? Also on this seat, I want the seat. This is the wheel well here. That's going to be covered in carpet. I do not want that seat up against the back of that, so it can't go any further. I want the seat inside here so you can see the seat. And as I want to see the side of the seat, I want to see something that's no one else has in their car. That's what I want to see. You can see them seats anywheres. And as you see this car, you do not see it everywheres. And that's what I want to do with the seat. When you open the door up, I'm thinking that the seat is made for the car of the time. It's an Art Deco car. I sort of want to make an Art Deco seat, sort of, you know. It's just telling me to make the seat. So as I have this in here, I can tell my pattern's not right on the back because it's not sitting down the way it should on the back. And also this shape is not here that I'm thinking about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of cardboard and I may start over on this seat thing. I'm going to use it somewhat, but I'm going to start over somewhat because I'm going to take a piece of cardboard and lay that against this door and make that shape. Because someone suggested it and I liked it. So whoever it is suggested it, you get a pat on the back today, right? I suggested that, I sure did. I'm going to take, maybe I'll use the blue back here now. I'm gonna move this wood. It's a wonder that we've done all the projects that we've done and we've not disturbed that wood at all sitting on that hood. Huh? So I'm lucky. So I'm lucky. Jolene got her V8 done. Jolene got her V8 done. And there's probably a YouTube showing how we make brackets to hold this sort of stuff, or I've made a video about that just because if I can, you can. So what we'll do is we'll make a bracket and we'll hang that V8 somewhere. We'll paint it up, make it look real cool. It'll just be something that that we have, that we've made. And people will ask, where did you get that? Oh, we made it. You know, we made it. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. You can imagine, if you were good enough and fast enough, you could weld up a bunch of those and sell them at like at a car meet or something, right? You're good enough and fast enough. If you could get your metal for free, I know that sounds weird, but you can if you think about it. I used to go to Halifax, that would be our city in Nova Scotia. There was a place that builds doors out of white metal, you know, like the steel doors. And all the windows would be cut out of the doors, and that metal would go to the scrap. Well, I would go and get it for nothing and use it on the cars. All you had to do was peel the insulation on the inside of it, and that was no problem at all because it was just cardboard and glue. I'd just leave it outside for a while and it would fall apart. Then you would bring it in, you'd have to scrape some glue off, but you would have a piece of metal. We have company right this second. How you doing? You might have to hold back for a second. How can I help you?
I just wanted to say hi.
Well, how you doing?
I'm watching you on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
You guys, my name.
Nice to meet you.
Same here. Keep going.
Cool. Keep going. Jolene's making a little video over here. We have a fan, I guess.
Hi, Jolene. How are you?
Good, how are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm watching a video. It's super nice.
Awesome.
Cool. Come on in, have a seat.
So that'll be your car, Jolene?
Yep.
This is gonna be Jolene's car.
That's how the one just wanted to go in, back.
Yeah, when I was cutting them off.
No, I didn't see the cutting because I had to go to town.
Okay.
But I saw the quite a good job.
Thank you. I haven't got this one done on this side yet, but
I must say I love to see your work.
cool.
I was in business all my life. I started at 19. I was a machinist and
Yeah.
at a welding shop and everything, and I love to see your work.
Cool.
You remind me of when I was young.
Is that right?
Move fast.
Move fast.
Move fast and accurate.
Well, you know, yeah. You can or you can't. When, you know,
Exactly.
you can or you
Good
can't.
job, man.
Well, I'm trying. I'm trying to do the best I can, you know.
Good job, man.
Doing the best I can. Sort of want. I want the shape. I'm making a seat today,
Mhm.
and I want to make it the same shape as this door.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Jolene, you must be anxious to get to your car, eh? I have to ask you something.
Yeah, sure.
Where the hell did you get your Bugatti engine?
We had a friend named Doug that we met, and he built it for us.
You built it?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
Doug's a new friend of ours that is very talented.
So you got only the logo of a Bugatti then? The engine is not a Bugatti?
It's not a Bugatti, and we just put the logo on there to make us feel that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby, would you like a flat foot, or would you like a Santa Claus round one? Would you like this? Or would you just like it like that?
I think flat.
Okay. She gets what she wants.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I'm just gonna draw this out quickly.
Beautiful.
And I got this idea from the man on the internet. I did. I got that idea from the man on the internet. And what I mean by that is, he gave me the idea to take the shape of the door. So you down here on vacation?
I just moved here from Ontario last September.
Okay. How do you enjoy it?
How did we do it?
Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Love it.
When I retired in 52. I sold 9 companies and
Sold what?
I had 9 companies, 150 employees.
Wow.
And I retired and we stayed here for 3 months and we loved it. We said one day we're coming back. 20 years after we're back.
Is that right?
Keep going, I don't want to disturb you.
Oh, I'm gonna keep moving, believe me. I got to. We gotta get it done. I gotta get it done.
You have a plan as to the timeline?
You know, we're actually just doing it really for YouTube right at the present moment. And to me, it really doesn't matter just as long as everybody's happy with the progress, you know? We do something every day, make sure something gets done every day. And that way there, you know, everybody's satisfied. Jolene will be satisfied, I'll be satisfied.
So when Jolene's satisfied.
Well, imagine.
So you film how many hours a day you film?
About an hour and a half.
Oh,
Yeah.
and,
This is the back of the seat. Wow. I don't know if I'm gonna aim it back or what I'm gonna do there yet. We'll just tape it on first and see where we're going from there. I'll cut this one out.
You're not a body man, you're an artist, I see.
Say that again?
You're not a body man, you're an artist.
Oh, well, thank you. I just enjoy making things. I enjoy making things. And when Jolene asked me to make this car, I was watching the show. I had watched the show on TV before that. It was called The Guild at the time. I think it's called The Guild. They had did one for a man who built a Bugatti, and it was a good story about all of it. It was a good storyline about that car. And when I met Jolene, I said, I was trying to show off a little bit. I had to, right? Look at her. So I asked her, I said, what kind of car would you like to have if I could build one? And she said, a Bugatti. And she went home and picked this car, and I said, wow, I can build that. I watch people build on TV, I can build that. If they can, I can.
I just went with the Bugatti.
Yes?
Before I saw you.
Is that right?
They sell for 1.5 to 3 million.
Well, we're making the one that's worth 40 million.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but they have 1,500 horsepower, 1,600 horsepower.
Well, I can't
And
say.
it goes 420 kilometers an hour.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see that?
Fastest car in the world. You know that at the time, this was the fastest car in the world in 1936?
Wow.
That's what they're known for. If you don't, in 1936 or 34, they could do 134 miles or 135 miles an hour.
Design.
So it's kind of, what can I say? It has more what?
It looks fast even without moving. Eh?
It does so.
Now, is this one shorter? I heard on your video.
I think it
For
is.
you, eh? Between Jolene, eh?
I'm gonna go with that, you know. I'm gonna glue that together.
Oh, just look around.
Right there. Where'd I move the tape, sweetheart? Do you know?
There's some on that entrance stand over there.
So when did you sand this one again? Yesterday?
That one there I done a while back.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
That's the video I was watching this morning.
Yes.
Good job.
Well, thank you. Everybody needs to hear that once in a while, don't they?
Good job, man.
Well, thank you. Don't you think, baby? Everybody needs to hear that once in a while. I'm lucky. I get to hear it more than once in a while. I'm lucky.
So how the hell do you buy the bread? I mean, you have to work a bit. I mean, you're working, but how do you buy meat?
How do I live?
Yeah.
Well, before I started doing this, I did body work. I restored cars.
I know I go for coffee with Michael.
And I still restore cars.
Michael from here.
Michael.
From the lookout.
Okay.
His son works at the Home Hardware in Canning.
Okay. So you see how we got our seat going there?
And he used to be a mechanic, and he says he worked with you.
Okay. I don't know if he's lucky or not.
Yeah, I think so. So you do body work on the side there.
I would do body work, restore cars and all that stuff on the side. As we got to do a little bit of a TV,
Okay.
and what I did is I saved my money
Okay,
that I
great.
made. We worked for 2 years and we didn't really do anything, so I saved my money. And I was a young guy that I would not buy something unless I had the money.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy to go down and go to town and borrow a bunch of money and say I need that. My car before I hit TV was an '84 LTD station wagon with wood grain, and it wouldn't stop squealing until I got down to the corner, and it was given to me. But I didn't care, right? It was given to me, so I didn't have to spend that money, right? I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm not run the road drunk all the time,
Good stuff,
so I can spend very little and be very happy.
good stuff.
If you know what, I do not, what can I say? I do not go beyond my means.
Very good.
Never. Why would I go out beyond my means? That's not who I am. I can't afford it.
Excuse me, my voice is not good because I got fucking Parkinson's.
Oh, okay.
So that's my voice, there's no projection, no emotions in my face.
No worries. We're not gonna judge you. That's one thing we don't do.
How did you make these, did you buy these panels like this or did you make them probably?
Pardon?
Did you make these panels?
Yes.
Same way you made this on the floor, right?
Yes.
Good. I didn't see the whole thing, I mean, do you use a rod or something?
A rod?
Or something to bend, to make the bead here?
Yes, we have a bead roller.
What do you do?
Yeah, we have a bead roller. I'm gonna get that tape right inside the car is what I gotta do. I'm just trying to fit
Keep going.
this pattern right here on the wheel well of the car. I'm trying to match it up. That's all I'm trying to do, trying to match it up. And I did use the same shape as the car. I'm just trying to, what I'm trying to do is mimic the wheel well with the back of the seat. That's all I'm trying to do right at the present moment. It's not going the best.
So this is designed as a go, right?
You got that right.
Good.
All right, I got it cut the wrong way, I see. I'm trying to, all I'm doing is putting that piece of cardboard on that wheel well to mimic. Mimic.
I'm glad I came to see you, man. I'm happy I came to see you.
Well, there you go. Ah. I'm sorry I'm not the best of company right now, but I'm just,
No, no, keep going, keep
we're
going.
busy. For sure, we'll keep going, yeah.
I like to see people work.
Look at that on there like that. So I'm just trying to tape this thing together till I like it, and then we're gonna trace it out on a piece of metal. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this piece on the, like that.
Good job, man, good job.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yeah, I didn't like that cut, but whatever.
Did you bend this on the roller? These, what do you call these things? What do you bend on the roller?
No, they're just flat pieces of metal that I put on the fender after, weld them on, and drill all the holes.
So you heat it as you went?
Well, you do and you don't, you know. I don't like beating everything too much, but
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and pick that in there. It's not fitting on this side right here for a second. If you want to go on the other side, baby, I'll show you in the window. I'll take a little piece here. That's what I'm gonna do. I've got a little piece of Bristol board here. I've got the seat sitting here. I've got it sitting good there. I've got it going with the wheel well of the car. That's what I want. I want it with the wheel well of the car. I don't like this, or have I got it cut up like that. So I'm gonna take and lay that down and make that shape for myself as I lay the seat on. And it's gonna be just like that. I'll tape that on there like that. Pull that off. A little tape on the front so it don't fall off. Yeah.
Backrest adjustable?
What's that?
Will the backrest be adjustable?
Nah. Will the seats be adjustable?
Yeah, the backrest.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not.
It seems to be leaning backward.
Oh, she's a race car, brah. You know, when I go fast on a bike or a car, it's always you either lean ahead
Yeah, back.
or you can lean back, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna cut this now. I've got that straight piece on the bottom. I'm just gonna draw that off there like that, and then go from there. So I just got a couple lines that I want to cut to make it right. I'm just going to do that for now. And just remember, we're making a pattern. This is not life. We're just making a pattern. And it can be changed is what I'm trying to say. So that's saying that means at any point in your life that you would like to change You're allowed. At any point. It don't matter if you're 10,
And
if you're
then yours cheap.
what's that?
And it's cheap on paper.
There you go. At any point in time in life, you're allowed to change. Believe that. As I've got that in there now, maybe you want to come around the other side. If you want to go around the other side, you'll be able to see it maybe just a little bit better. I'm thinking that leans back quite a ways, doesn't it?
You need a headrest.
Can we like trim the top of it up down?
This here?
Yeah, like I don't think it needs to be that long.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it could come up a bit, eh? What do you think? Could come up some?
Yeah.
Actually, this is the, well, let's try it. How far would you like to come up? I'm gonna get a marker and then we'll know. Tell me where. And I'll just keep going and you just tell me where, because I want the seat right around there somewhere.
Yeah.
So you just tell me when.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, right there.
so something like that?
Yeah.
That look. Okay. That was design decision on the fly.
That's it.
What I want to do is, this is what I want to do for my own brand. That doesn't look too bad now, does it? That doesn't look too bad now. What was looking kind of harsh at me at first, what I'm going to do is, we're going to try this seat in. We'll take a look at it, and then we'll try that in and see what's going on. And as we have this one in the shape it's in, we know, or me and Jolene know, that it fits. It's good. So, it's kind of laid back. It's not quite laid back as that at the top. I can I know that this fits, and I know that fits. But I can also make it come up straighter if I want to and do the, you know what I mean? We can come up a little bit more, I think. We'll pull this out. Oop. You're off the body, Phil. Alrighty. We have this piece here. I don't know why that fell this time. So we have this piece. I just want to keep trying it. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Jolene, how did you learn about the Bugatti? Why did you want the Bugatti? How did you learn about it?
He initially had told me he wanted to build like a Delahaye for me.
What?
A Delahaye. You know the Delahaye? It's a French car, but it's like really swoopy fenders. So I was looking up pictures of the Delahaye's, and then I seen the Bugatti in amongst all the pictures. Yeah, I did. I thought it was, I don't know, a lot of style.
The most beautiful car in the world.
What color? Black? You gonna do black?
No, I'm gonna keep the color a secret until,
Oh, okay.
not a secret, but a surprise.
Does this bottom part resemble the car door, does it, baby? Does that resemble the car door, this piece?
Oh, yep.
Cool. And that's going to sit back on there like that. So what I think I'm going to do is we have some pieces put on here. I'm going to cut this in half because that's all the metal I have, and then I'll weld it together when I'm done. But what I am going to do, excuse me, I'm just going to cut it off here. I made the decision real quick, just because. This is the back of the seat, obviously. And it'll go on there like that. I'm going to try to get, I need 4 pieces of that. Can I get that one there again?
If you raise it, yeah. And here, if you raise the tail, you save a bit of money, a bit of material. That's good, yeah.
I'll get 2 out of that. And then I need,
No problem, that works.
okay. I'm glad you're, yeah. Yes, I think that we're gonna be okay there. And put it up on this table. We're gonna cut out the side of the seat. So we need 4 pieces to be obviously. I'm gonna throw this right there, move the seat so it don't get burnt. Too much time talking I did, didn't I, baby? I spent too much time talking.
Sorry.
Huh?
You should remove that stuff you need.
You know what they say? I'm Canadian, not Russian.
There you go.
these seats that I make are gonna be quite quick. And what I will do is, on each one, like the shifter I made, or the bracket, when I weld that all together, I ground it with the flapper wheel, cleaned it up, smoothed the edges off, and all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna do the exact same stuff with this. I'll get it made, and then I will clean it up after. Yeah, that's all right. I'm a big boy. You're gonna hold her anyways. Just so you can say you helped Fat Chad.
Yeah. I'll tell my wife this. Come and watch the video.
I was there, baby, I was there. And to get these all the same, what I would do is I just take a pair of vice grips, clamp them all together, and then flapper wheel them all off together and make them all the same. Let's cut her. No, let's throw another one on. What the heck? Make sure. Make sure.
Should reverse it. No, no, no.
Good thinking, Cat. You ain't just a pretty face, are you? Huh? Well, I shouldn't say that. He's not that good looking. So these seats are a little bit of everybody. So I've taken this guy's advice right here, just met him, and I've taken the advice from the guy on the internet, how to do the side of the seat. And that just shows you and everybody else that maybe sometimes, you know, you have to listen to somebody else's idea, and it can work maybe even better than your own. You just have to be able to decide whether you're going to take it or not, if you're big enough to accept, you know? And I've accepted. I will take the best idea every time.
So we need 4 of these, eh?
No, 2 for now. I'm only going to get 2. We're going to make 1 seat,
Oh, okay.
and then we'll do 1 and we'll throw it in there and we'll see what happens. So there you go. I'm going to cut them out. Watch yourself there, sir, six guy. I'm going to need that piece.
Glasses.
What's that, baby?
Those are
Yeah,
glasses.
get some glasses. I'm gonna put some gloves on.
Then you start filming in the morning.
It depends on the day.
And when is this available on TV today?
Yeah, at
Yeah.
6 o'clock.
You go home and watch it tonight and you'll see yourself.
Oh,
That's me, man. That's me, man. They call that a fuse.
Did you see the fuse?
It blew a fuse.
Back on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna unplug that. I'm gonna go through the other one, I think. Just because I'm just gonna keep on the fuse, obviously. See what happens. Excuse me, the guy for a second. Behind you. Yeah, work. That'll work. That'll probably kick it. That's better kicking out that than kicking out the fuse. I can just plug that back on. It didn't work so good, did it? Did it blow a fuse?
Yeah.
change one? I'll change it to this one. Come on, man. It's all good. Just keeps me going. See?
That's right.
Huh? You exercise that. Exercise that. I might take up the exercising again, maybe. That's all right. You got it. I'll just pull on her. All right, good. Thank you. There we go. Victory, victory, God. Let's give it a break for a second, see if it, just for a second, and we'll blow a fuse.
How many followers do you have on YouTube?
1.5 million.
Hey, Jolene?
That's what we want.
How many followers do you have? How many followers do you have on YouTube?
On YouTube, I think like 56,000.
Oh, good.
It's cutting good, isn't it? Huh? Huh? I wasn't talking about me, I was talking about the plasma cutter cutting good. I think it's cutting good. That's your bum. Okay, that must be the anchor, that's where the cushion is. And it goes up from there. I gotta take a look at this for a second. Just because I want to. Oh, what got going on here? No, that isn't it. Ah, that's the one.
Either way. Either way.
Haha. I can tell you one thing I don't like already.
What?
Actually, that's not bad, because that's where the seat goes down, that's where the cushion is, and this goes up the back. Just gonna try it in here for a second. Cool, this is what I'm gonna do now that you wanna come over here, Libby. As you see that. Now I can add my piece on up here where I want it welded on, instead of having that flimsy paper. So we'll just keep cutting. Things are going great. Things are going great. Things are going great. Alright, just watch yourself there, Sarah.
I'm gonna go, my dog is really hungry.
Okay, well you have a great day.
Can I come in anytime?
Well, knock on the door, and if you're good, yes.
Thank you. Have a good day, Jolene.
See ya, nice to meet you.
Can I walk my...
Plasma was probably working good. Not that it's not supposed to. Got myself in a pickle. hold my breath, can't say anything. Not holding my breath, just trying to keep as steady as possible. That's all. Give me a little bit of help getting that turned around, didn't you, huh? Give me a little advice. Yeah, we got 2 pieces here. I'm going to break slag off them real quick. Did I talk too long, sweetheart? Have your hour used up yet?
No.
Good. Stay with us, stay with us. I would like for everybody on the YouTube station, if you will, if you want to, if you have any questions at all, we will make a day, you can ask all the questions you want to, and then we'll answer them one day to make a YouTube out of that. We'll answer all the questions that you'd like answered. I know one thing we did right today. We got Jolene on film. That's one thing we did right today. That'll help the followings. Boy, baby. Sure does. Sure does. Just beating off the slag. Beating off the slag. I've got 2 more pieces to cut, and that's the back. And I'm not worried about the angle right now, because when we get it in there and I set these 2 pieces in, then I can find the angle on one of them, and it's not so hard with the paper, it flopping and going all over the place. When it's the metal, then I can tack it together. And on this car, I find to get the most room out of this car, to get the most room, you lean back when you drive. You lean back, and the seat holds you as comfortable as just you lean back. It's not up forward. If you lean back. Got 2 more things to cut. Gonna mark these out, and then I will weld them on this. As we go over here, if you don't know what I'm doing, I say I'm making a seat for the car. This is the drawing that I did the other day. This piece right now, that's the piece I just cut. This side piece. Right now I'm going to cut this piece right here. I'm going to have one for this side. I need one for the other side. And then it's sheet metal. Just sheet metal that together. And the sheet metal will be on the back side of this. Foam lays on the inside of that. Pretty basic seat, but, you know, hey. If you haven't got the seats you want, I suggest you make them. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to make them. Because, like I always say, we can. Mark, did I use that already? Right in there. Got 2 of them. I'm going to trace it out on this and see if I can get most I can. Buddy helped me out on the tracing there today. I didn't catch his name, but he lives here now, and he likes it. I guess he wouldn't move here if he didn't like it. What do you think? I wouldn't think anyways. Nova Scotia is a beautiful place. All the people here are very nice. And if you ever get here, you will know. You'll find out. And if they're not very nice, you'll have to ask yourself why. Why? You have to ask yourself why. Oh, wow. Here, I'm gonna choose number 1 line. Oh, damn it. Can you move that, did you? There we go, we're back on the back on line now. We'll make them both the same with the flapper wheel. Make them both the same with the flapper wheel. So I'm not scared there. I'm not scared. Bring this around so we can cut it. They don't cut wood that well, but wood cut wood. They will cut wood. That's just called practice. Like Alvin Iverson said, practice. Practice. You want to talk about practice? And let's be honest, that's what it takes is practice. What it takes is practice. Practice. What it takes, if you want to know. Innovate. What it takes. Turn that off, plug that. Now, we'll have to rock slide off. How can I say I build her a car if I don't make the seats? Huh? I won't make the seats too, make the dash, might as well make the seats. Can I, baby? I'll make the seats if I can. Not if I can, I know I can. I just don't know if they're going to be comfortable or not. But I am willing to go for it. I'm willing to go for it. Right in front of your eyes. Right in front of your eyes. And two is take a pair of vice grips, them together, vice grip them together. We'll flap or wheel them together, and then we know we got something that's the same. We know we got something that's the same. Yes, we will. That was a. And how I decided to go with the guy's decision was I stood back and we watched the video, And it did, you could see the shape, like, he could probably see it, like it looked better with the shape of the bottom of the door. It was a good call. I want to thank that guy. Thank you. I want to thank that guy. Flap the wheels over here. Try to get this done as quick as possible. See what we can do. Yeah, we're getting down a little ways. I probably could use a grinder. I'm going to help myself out here for a second. I'm going to get a new one of these. I could get a hard disk and go for that. The hard disk I couldn't, then I have to change the flapper wheel. I'm just going to put a new flapper wheel on it, make it chew a little bit better, and then I can get done a little quicker. I'm the worst one for using, like trying to change my sandpaper. If I got a worn piece of sandpaper, I'll keep going for some reason. But sometimes it's just better to get a sharper tool and do the job that needs to be done. I will still use that. It's not done yet, but I want to do this quickly. Just trying to get basically the same shape is all I'm trying to do, and basically I have it. I still can massage it more, but that's probably the thickness of the foam that we will have in that seat. So the seat will look like this, or whatever it's going to look like, and the foam will be that thick. Should bring these two pieces over. And obviously, the faster or the nicer job you do cutting them out, the quicker job this goes. I could spend all day trying to fix them if they're not, really close. You could if you want. You could obviously spend all day. And as I clamp these together, we're just going to make them close as we can, and then we'll go from there. And that's all we can do. That's all we can do. But you can do it. All you have to do is put your brain into it. Right? You can do it! Let's clean my fingers up a little bit. Like I told Jolene, as I'm doing this, as I'm grinding this and making this seat, she can still have the other seat if she wants to. She can still have it if she wants to. It's just, I want to try to make one and see what it looks like and go from there. That's basically it. So I'm basically saying that's going to be our shape. We have two at the bottoms and we have two of the tops. I think it's time that we try to make a complete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug Jolene's light in for her. She likes the light.
Thanks, honey.
She likes the light. I'll just move it up back a little bit. Actually, move it that way a little bit. I don't know if you'll see more action on the other side. Jolene's awesome with the camera, right? In there yesterday beating that console. She was right in that corner. She had a better sight than I did trying to weld it. But anyways, as I have this in here like this, you can see how I've got it fitting here, see how I've got it fitting there. I want the seat on the inside of the wheel well. That one out there, the one we're trying is kind of jamming up against that a little bit. It's a little tight on that side too. Believe it or not, carpet on this side and carpet on this side will make a big difference. At least a ½ inch, at least. So as I'm doing this, I've got this like this. Now I can put the back on and sort of get what we want. Just like that. We ruin things, but that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes sometimes. Now, the back. And I'm not scared which one the back is. That is the back that I made for that.
I like it.
You like that? Tilt it back like that far? Do you want it back further or do you like it up like this?
I like it like that.
You like that? You like it? Good. Good. Is this line right? Going, does that line look right? Like when I put that on there like that? If I weld that on there like, Or should this line come down a little bit? I'll weld it on, then we'll see. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna weld Jolene's last fresh seat on. I'm gonna do it right here flat. Move this, move a couple things. I'm gonna bring the welder over. I forget which way I'm going already. I'll bring the welder over. And when you're building a car, making seats, all this stuff has to be done. Everything has to be tried. Everything has to be tried. Turn the gas on. I'll give you a little room to stand there, sexy lady. Sexy lady. Woke up with a smile on my face this morning. Isn't that like, I've got a smile on my face this morning. This one works. Keep it going, so. What I want to do is I'm going to weld that in there. I'm just going to make sure I leave a little bit of gap for penetration. That's all I want to do, leave a little gap for penetration. More words. I have no idea. Maybe you do. Maybe. This is the seat. And there's my gap that I want to leave. Just want to leave like 1/8 or so, just so I know when I weld together that it's going to stay. Watch your eyes. I'm going to weld that together. Weld the hole. A little bit of fire going on. That's okay. I know what's wrong. Having got glasses on. Can't see. Not very long before I figure out what's going on. Oh man, can't see, man. That's good. Give me a little break from it for a second. We'll weld the other one, and then we'll weld both sides of this, and then we'll flush it off. Just that way, there. You see the penetration coming through. I just want penetration so it does not break off. So I'll just leave this below for a second. We'll weld this one together. I don't know which way this one goes, but by doing that. Tack them together on the wood because it's flat. We'll give them a little bit of gap like we did the other one. Come on, baby. Burn my finger to do that. Let's take a looky poo-poo. Just don't want to weld it until it's right, that's all. Just don't want to weld it until it's right. Can't say as you blame me, can you? Can't say as you blame me, can you? Keep hammering. Doing this as quickly as possible, obviously. Because why not? Right? You getting blinded, sweetheart?
No, no, no.
I don't want to get you blinded. Maybe I do. Just gonna weld on the back side. Do it again. See where I'm going? Not really worried about warping anything right at the present moment. I can bang it straight. It's a seat. And it's plate steel. From the start. There. Alrighty. Flap these off real quick. Nothing to trip over. How much time we got, babe?
An hour and 10.
We're an hour and 10.
It's okay.
I'll flap these off. We'll stick them in there. Tomorrow we'll sheet them. I'm gonna stick them in there though, just to show you what I want to look like. Beautiful. Well, actually, we'll have to do a little scoping. Get them both right. I'm a little off on that one a little bit. And you know what? I like. It's not bad. This is what I got going on. It's gonna be one on this side. This side, one on that side. I don't know if you want to see that good. One on this side, one on that side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to run sheet metal along the bottom. I'm going to weld along the bottom, all along the bottom along here, all along the bottom here, along the bottom here, and all along the back. And I'm going to match it up to this one and run all on the bottom. Then what happens is we come in here with our foam, glue our foam on the metal, and then we just run it up on the face of the metal. This is the side view. When we cover the seats, I'm hoping that, well, not hoping, we will cover the seat the same as the side, and you will have an old-fashioned looking seat with a round back, like that. So we're gonna get a measurement how wide it is. We're gonna cut a piece of metal to put on the bottom side of it, and then we'll put a piece of metal up the back side of it. And this distance here is how thick your foam's gonna be.
I'm gonna come around.
Yep. And I'm hoping that you're gonna see, you're gonna see your seat side here with material. Also, you can see how much room that gives us back a little bit further. We've got all the way to the back of the wheel well, so the wheel well is gonna act as an armrest. That's what I want. I want to go back here so that arm can go on there, and the arm can go on the console. That's basically the start of the seat. The reason I'm stopping is because of the time. And just remember, as I'm telling Jolene about this seat that I make does not have to go in the car. If she likes the other seat better, we can use the other seat. And it's just like in life, at any point in time, you're allowed to change, just like I have.